Okay guys, I don't know where we let off, but here's where we're at now. I got the handle on, both handles. I just want to go ahead and say that these rubber bushings and this aluminum handle kind of kicked my butt. The handle does not fit perfectly, so you have to flex it and screw it in. And these screws are not pointed, so they're very hard to get started. But we got her in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say, compared to my 038, she's got some girth to her. And we don't even have everything put on it yet. But working on it slowly. Oh, and I got the muffler put on. It's coming along. We'll keep y'all updated. Okay, a couple things I wanted to add. I put these two boots on. This one's for the throttle. This one's a little grommet for the fuel line. And then also, they gave us two exhaust gaskets, and I didn't understand what that was for. That is for this heat shield. I just figured that out. And you have this little guard, or this, I guess it's a support for the muffler. Put that on there, put that on there. And we'll keep y'all updated. Alrighty guys, so I have gotten a little bit farther on this saw. I got this inner fan shroud on. We ran the two wires from the magneto. One is to our kill switch right here, and the other one is to this, which I'm some kind of coil. We got our air filter on. This carburetor, it would be a whole lot better design if there was a hole right here so you could put your Allen wrench on there, but you can't. But they have a gasket, a spacer, a gasket, a carb, a gasket, this, then this. We need to put a screw down there, a screw for our kill switch. Got our choke on, throttle functions. I mean, I think we're to the point now where I'm going to bolt this on, put our top cover on, and put our side cover and chain on. And I'm gonna try to crank it tonight. So we're gonna put some fuel in it, put this on there, see what happens. We'll get back to you whenever it comes to that point. Alrighty guys, we got our saw assembled. We're gonna take her off of stop, pull the choke out, and push our compression release in and see what happens. We have fire! If you press this down, pull the throttle, pull that down even more, it'll hang the throttle I just found. Golly, this is a man saw. We definitely need to do some carb adjusting, but other than that, I'd say it runs. Okay guys, so after I got it running, couldn't ever get it to go full throttle hardly. I came to the conclusion that the carburetor was not properly sealing. Because if I took brake clean, or carb cleaner, sprayed it around right here, the thing would run really good. And you could pull the throttle and it would RPM. So I went to take it off to put me like a little bit of RTV or see if I put a gasket on around. And I noticed that there's a little mark there and a little dink there. And if you see those correlating marks and dinks, those two screws are hitting. So I did what any reasonable person would do. Took my grinder, we flattened those screws out a little bit. And hopefully that'll make that carb sit a little bit lower, a little bit more square. See if that won't fix our issue. We'll be back. Alrighty guys, we got her together. There were some minor setbacks. I could not get it to run right, and that was because where I used RTV around the jug was drawing air in. It was not the carburetor. This showed the issue. I ended up putting the gasket on. It runs great now. I think I'm gonna go take y'all with me. I'm gonna go try her out on some wood. I'm excited. I think this, for what I paid for this kit, I cannot be mad at all about my own stupid fault of not using enough RTV. And it went together very well. Everything fit together. The plastics did fight me a little bit, but I question if that wasn't because it was sitting in a box for no telling how long, getting hot and cold and hot and cold inside a ship on the way from China to here. 6 to 1/2 dozen to another. Once you got the screws caught, it all went on very well. I will be attaching this. That is just another dampener or whatever you want to call it, but I'm not putting it on today. I want to go try the saw out, and it is to the point where I finally think it is actually, I think it's ready to go. I'm going to fuel it up, put some oil in it, or put more fuel, more oil. We're going to go run it. We'll catch up to y'all then. Well, I'd say that'll do it for today's video. I know you're not supposed to climb a brush pile and cut on a tree, but that's what we had. This thing is a beast. It is. Golly, it'll pull a 28-inch bar real nice. Y'all don't have too much fun.